Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Anas Mashabi. Me and my teammate Imran will present to you our project, which is an introductory course about the faculty of engineering. This is our agenda, and we will go through them in our presentation. First, our project. What is our project? Our project is organizing and implementing an introductory course to the high school students about our faculty of engineering, and especially our major, the mechanical engineering. And this project considered as a service outcome, and we managed to do our project in 3 days, 2 hours per day. Our projects have mainly 4 major deliverables, which we will deliver to the students. First, introducing or announcing the course, and in the first day, we will give them a small introduction about the preparatory year in King Abdulaziz University. And in the second day, we will give them introduction about the faculty of engineering and the mechanical engineering in specific. And the final day, we will implement some experiments, mechanical experiment, to show the students what our major is really like. Now going to the project charter with my teammate.
Assalamu alaikum. Our purpose is to increase the awareness of high school students about the university, faculty of engineering, and especially about mechanical engineering major. Our objectives are educating students about university requirements, make them realize the pathways of the preparatory year, give them the awareness requirement of the College of Engineering, teach them the basics of mechanical engineering, and finally, make them acquire some skills by doing practical experiments. Next. The high level requirements are like the main things that we need to implement the project. Starting with the approval from the faculty to adopt the project. After that, we need a place to present the course. Then we will need the presenters and the course contact, and finally the experiment tool. Yes. High-level project description is like what we are going to do in general. We are going to deliver a clear vision to those who are about to enter the university of what they need to learn about this major, and what would they. Our milestone is announcing the course and presenting, introducing the
preparatory year.
The preparatory year, introducing to the College of Engineering, and finally, some experiments about mechanical engineering. Next with my teammates.
For the financial management, we calculated an approximate calculation about our budget and how much our project will cost, and it is approximately equal to 6,100 riyal. And we hope our sponsors will support us and give us source of income. First, from the faculty of engineering, as second, from an entry fee from the students. Our projects have mainly 5 stakeholders: the faculty of engineering, represented by Dr. Saeed, Al-Ghasl Mubarak office, represented by Teacher Ibrahim, and project organizers, and presenters who will present our course, and finally the students. In our projects, we need three main approval to do our project. First, from the Faculty of Engineering to adopt our project. Then approval from the Al Gharsa Mubarak office to support us. And finally, from the presenters to present our course. At the end of our project, we hope that the students will be aware more about the university requirements and faculty requirements. Also have the basic knowledge about the mechanical engineering. We assigned Anas Mashabi as our manager, and he will be responsible about the budget of our project and contacting with the stakeholders. Also will be responsible of the progress of the project. Our project, as I said, we have two main sponsors. First, the Faculty of Engineering, then Al Gharsa Mubarak office. Going to the stakeholder register.
In this table in front of you, you can see the details of our stakeholders. Dr. Saeed Asiri, representing the Faculty of Engineering. Teacher Ibrahim is representing Al Gharsa Mubarak office. Amran Matar is representing the project organizers, and Anas Mashabi is representing the manager. In this table, you can see how much they have power or interest, and even the impact and the influence on the project for each of them. The power means how the authority this stakeholder have on this project. The interest is basically showing how much they interest in this project or make it success. The impact is the effect of the project on each of these stakeholders, and finally the influence is the opposite, which means how much the stakeholders affect this project. Next slide. This table shows how much each stakeholder is important to this project. Oh, I mean, how the project is important to the stakeholders, and how could each stakeholder contribute the project. It's all detailed in this table. Next. This table shows how each stakeholder can block the project, and finally, our strategy to engage them more in the project. Next slide.
Okay, in this slide, we can see a graph shows the power and interests for each stakeholder, and as we can see that most our stakeholders are interested in our project, but they don't have much power to support the project. In the next graph is representing the power and influence grid, and it shows how much each stakeholder have power and how can they affect, or how much can affect the project. And in the final graph, impact and influence grid, we can see that most of them affect and got affected by our projects. And that, of course, that's the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for listening, and see you next time.